Hey, you guys. Are you having fun? Yeah, at Flappers on Hump Day on 4/20. Yeah. So I am not a 30-year-old virgin like Josh. I'm actually a single mom. Yeah, yeah. And you know what's kind of hard about being a parent? You have to pretend to enjoy all those things your kids enjoy. Like kids' birthday parties, play dates, their father. But I do surprisingly well on dating apps. And I think it's because my profile says that I don't want kids. And then they find out it's because I have 4. Yeah, I know 4 sounds like a lot, and it is. But I love being a mom. And you know what they say about having kids? It's a lot like making pancakes. First one's kind of fucked up. Probably should have thrown it away. Ooh, a lot of first pancakes out there. It's very sensitive. But I think it's more like eating pancakes. You always regret having your 4th one. My first pancake heard this joke recently, and she was not happy with me. She disinvited me from her wedding, you guys. And I was like, honey, you don't understand. You're so young. You don't get redos of special days like weddings. Unless you're me. Then you get a couple. But, my youngest, the pandemic was harder for parenting. And she really craves structure and rules. And the other day, she came up to me and she told me that she wanted me to have a swear jar. And I was like, I'll pay you $20 to shut the fuck up about the swear jar. And she was like, how about 80? And I was like, I have taught you some fucking things. But, it's even hard parenting older kids. Like my 20-year-old son, I used to be like, when are you going to stop smoking weed? And now I'm like, when are you going to come home with weed? Unlike these guys, I can't say that I haven't imbibed some or smoked some. Mother's Day last year, the same son actually gave me a joint. And he was like, please, 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 I really want to smoke with you. And I was like, I would never. And then I went in my closet. Yeah, we do have to have some rules, right? Like, they can't see you do it, right? What don't see won't hurt them. But there was a silver lining to the pandemic for me, especially at the beginning. I didn't have to lie to my youngest, who's 10, about why I didn't want to take her to Disneyland. Yes, Disneyland again, we're going there. If you're a parent in Southern California and you can afford to go, you're like the Grinch if you don't take your kid to Disneyland. I mean, it's like a spiritual journey for kids. That's why I used to tell her that the park was in Massachusetts. God damn, they went back to school in geography class. That wasn't going to work much longer, right? But you know what? I think the real reason that I hate Disneyland is that the rides remind me of a map of all my failed relationships. Like Splash Mountain. It reminds me of all my hookups. I mean, never as wet as I thought I would be. God, I wish there weren't any pictures. And the Small World ride, it reminds me of divorce. I mean, at the end of the day, you're in the dark, it takes forever, and I'm just stuck with a bunch of singing children. I can still hear them. Can you hear them? It's a world of lawyers, a world of tears. It's a world of secrets and wasted years. There's so much that we shared that it's time to beware. Why did I ask for full custody? Not the Klein boys, but I tried, you guys. Did you guys know they don't serve alcohol at Disneyland? You would if you were a parent. Yeah, maybe Jose had the right idea with the LSD. Maybe it would make it better. They try to sell California Adventure as a separate theme park, but it's just a bar for grown-ups. I mean, we would go there if there was just a tire swing and a keg. We'd be like, hallelujah! Thank you. This part of my set was brought to you by Knott's Berry Farm. They have booze because they only have Snoopy, but I think, it's probably a great place to get stoned. I mean, Snoopy's the ultimate stoner, right? Maybe that's a good 420 spot. Knott's Berry Farm. Anyway, did you guys know that in the Chinese calendar, it's a year of the cougar? I mean, tiger. Yeah, I do date younger guys, and it's fun. But that you always know there's an expiration date. They're bound to do something stupid, say something insensitive, get grounded. Yeah, I am dating a guy who's younger, and one of my girlfriends recently asked me if he was my boyfriend. I was like, I am too old to call someone my boyfriend. He's my fuckboy. Yes, all right, you guys, that was too much at this time of night. He's here. He didn't like it either. You guys can buy him a drink. He's like crying in the corner. Did she really tell that joke again? Yeah. And with all those kids, it's really weird. Like, I have sons, and growing up, like, none of their kids' friends hit on me, even though I had teenagers in the house. Except for recently, this one kid who was like an adopted son to me, who I've known since he was 5, came up behind me in the kitchen when I was putting dishes away and asked me to fuck him. And I was shocked that it took him so long to try. I was like, am I even still hot? But seriously, gosh, what I was just about to say just like went to a black hole, you guys. I promise it was really interesting and fun. I guess maybe I should have smoked weed beforehand, huh? Maybe I would be more coherent. But doing stand-up is kind of like going on like emotional skydiving or something. It's the only thing that when you tell people you do it, they're like, "You're so brave," which I think is code for "you're crazy," right? like jumping out of a plane. Anyway, there was another. I'll leave you guys with this. There was one other silver lining to the pandemic for me. I didn't have to make up a reason why I didn't want to do dating apps anymore. I mean, I just didn't want to worry about COVID and herpes at the same time. It's tough, But I really do hate dating apps. I really do feel like they've turned people into the equivalent of fast food. They're not good for you, but they're hot and available right now. Like this one guy I dated. I mean, he was just like Chick-fil-A. Warm, delicious, but my gay friends were not having it. And this other guy, I mean, he was just like Subway, a foot long, but kind of weird with my kid. Ooh, Jared fans out there. Come on. But the last guy, I mean, he was truly a happy meal. He left a smile on my face, but the toy was the best part. I'm Maggie Hyde. Thank you guys so much.